killed Liz. I killed the teen dream. Deal with it. I killed Liz. I killed the teen dream. Deal with it.
Hello, party people. Welcome back or welcome to the party if you're new. I just want to I want to try and get through this really quickly. I just want to address some things that have been going on, like one thing in particular, because it happened today. And it was brought to my attention that another channel was making videos about me. And I scrubbed through a little bit just to hear what she was saying. And so much of what I was saying, I wouldn't say it's taken out of context, but either I didn't say those things or she twisted what I was saying, which if you're going to use my videos and react to me, by all means, do so. Criticize away, because I'm doing the same thing to Alex. Obviously, the content isn't even mine to begin with. So live your life. I don't care. But at least have an honest representation of what I'm saying. I do my best not to put words in Alex's mouth. I am looking at what's going on and critiquing her. I'm not saying things for her. When I say things like her child is delayed, that's based on, first of all, my own knowledge as a mother, my own talks with a few pediatricians, talks with others who are in the childcare field, because obviously I've asked these questions about milestones and stuff like that for my own child to make sure that she's on track, she's hitting her milestones and everything is good. And so I'm knowledgeable about that. I'm sure you can also look online and find peer-reviewed studies about it. I'm sure this is free information from, the American Pediatric Society, all of those types of things. So it's not like I'm coming out of the blue and wildly saying some random nonsense. Her child is delayed. And if he has a developmental delay, then that would explain a lot. But we don't know that. She hides those things from us. She's not forthcoming about really anything. And on top of all of that, she has said many times that he's on track, that he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. But he's not. So I'm very confused as to why this is groundbreaking news for you. It is what it is. I have said it before, I'll say it again. If you don't like me, you don't want to listen to my voice, because I don't talk like a valley girl. I don't end every sentence with an upward inflection, like I'm asking a question. That's okay. You don't have to. I do talk very low, and that's on purpose. I'm trying to keep everything calm, and you guys know, sometimes I do get really heated. Sometimes Alex just really does irritate me. But I will say, I try to keep it calm. I try to keep it cool. And I try to, inject a little bit of humor and keep it a little bit lighthearted, because none of this is serious. Do I actually think that Alex is watching me? Absolutely not. But it's funny to see when I say something and then all of a sudden we'll see that in a video. It's funny to me. I can't believe I have to spell this out. For somebody who claims to dislike Alex so much, you sure are trying to defend her. And you sure don't get reaction channels. Specifically mine, because I can't really speak for anybody else but myself. Yes, I am a new channel. I'm just here. I literally never thought anybody would subscribe. I uploaded my first video because her rant pissed me off. That's it. And then I went away for a week, and I was doing something else, and I got a notification saying that I had a whole bunch of subscribers, and I was just wait, what? And then people wanted more videos. So I thought, okay, I'll make another video. And then that video turned into another video, and here we are. I have even debated monetizing my videos at all, I know I have the opportunity for monetization, but I'm not even sure if that's something I want to do because this is literally just for fun. And when it stops being fun, I'm going to stop doing it. That it's as simple as that. Like I'm sorry to leave you guys, but when it stops being fun, I'm not going to do it anymore. And stuff like this makes it not fun because it's kind of like you're twisting what I'm saying or just flat out making up what I'm saying when you can clearly hear what I'm saying in the video. I do try to enunciate my words. I do try to speak very clearly so there's no misconstruing of what I'm saying. I try to help you out there all I can. But yeah, I don't want to continue to go back and forth with this person. If you know who I'm talking about, you know. If you don't, I hope you skipped this. But yeah, it's so unnecessary for something that is so unimportant and doesn't matter. And like I told her, I'm not here for your petty drama. I'm not over on your channel typing away, leaving you comments the same way I don't go over to Alex's channel and leave her comments. I just don't. I don't. Because it doesn't seem like it's worth it to me. This is fun because rather than watching somebody else react to her or just, her popping up in my feed and, watching her on YouTube and reacting alone, I can react to it, record it, upload it, and then we can chat in the comments about it. I don't understand why this is such a bad thing. And you might think I'm unhinged. I personally think that everybody's unhinged, especially, the state of the world at this time. I personally think everybody's a little bit unhinged. Clearly you're unhinged because you're over here like arguing with me and my other subscribers. You came into my comments because somebody told me you made a video about me. That's not unhinged behavior. I'm just here passing judgment on Alex. That's literally all I'm doing. I'm not threatening her. I have and never will threaten her because that's stupid. I've never, ever wished ill upon her or her family or her children. In fact, it's quite the opposite. I really hope she loses weight and wakes up for her child. If nothing else, for her child. I have never said that I believe she didn't have her child. I said I don't know. I would like to think that people don't lie about stuff like that, but I don't know. We don't know with her. I don't know. I don't live at their house. I don't know. I've heard suspecting rumors, and I don't even really repeat those rumors. I just say, yeah, I've heard that. I don't know. Same thing with her miscarriage. I don't know if she had a miscarriage or not. I'd like to think that she is truthful about that. I like to give her the benefit of the doubt. But at the end of the day, I don't know her. I don't know. And because she has lied about so many things in the past, it's not out of the realm of possibility for her to have lied about that. And as for, I think in that video she said something about me not watching Alex. I watched Alex starting in 2015, and I have talked about this many times as well. I watched Alex starting in 2015. I watched her, I'm pretty sure, up until her and Alan broke up the last time, after they were engaged and stuff. And then I stopped watching her for a while, I think up until 2023-ish. I want to say the Vlogmas of 2023, maybe a little bit earlier. Maybe I started watching her again in the summer of 2023. And then there were some things that didn't seem consistent to me. And also I was made aware of her tummy tuck situation, saw all of that play out. Then I found out about her gastric bypass stuff, and it seemed a little bit odd to me that, she still hadn't lost weight. And then reaction channels started popping up, and I was like, okay, valid, totally see where they're coming from. And then I just decided to start, watching reaction channels as well. I always watch Alex as well, because sometimes things get skipped over and, or, things get a little bit twisted. It happens, obviously. But I like to watch for my own and come to my own conclusions. Like, I don't like to go based off of what other people are saying. So I like to do my own research, do my own whatever. Yeah, so I have been pretty honest and transparent about when I started watching her, how long I've been watching her, and when I've not watched her. I have been doing the older videos because they are a request by multiple people. Multiple people have asked me to do like her older videos, have asked me to talk about her weight journey, have asked me even to do videos on her and Alan, like her old boyfriend. So I don't understand what you don't get. And then the last thing I wanted to say, no one has ever said anything to me. None of my subscribers, or really even anybody who comments, has said anything about that they don't want to hear my daughter in the background, like laughing and playing and stuff. So to me, I always left it in because it's cute. I think, I love hearing little kids laugh and play and stuff. It's cute. But if you're going to sit here and say that me letting my child self-regulate and understand how to play independently and gain trust in herself is being a bad mom, and I'm on the same level as Alex, that's unhinged. In my opinion, that's unhinged. But okay, girl, if you say so. So don't worry, we won't have to hear my daughter in the background anymore. Since you want to think that I'm such a terrible mother, I just don't take care of my daughter. She's all by herself when she's doing independent play, or her papa is home with her and playing with her and having a good time, and she can overhear me. No, that's why I talk so low. That's why I talk in this monotone voice that you love so much. So thanks for listening, love. I hope you enjoy this one too. And without further ado, because I have talked your ears off, let's get into today's video. Mom and Dad date time.
There's nothing like that fresh spring air.
It's a beautiful day. Mom and Dad are having some time out alone. Stop number 1 is brunch, baby. Okay, breakfast. We got turkey bacon, scrambled eggs, potato, some sourdough, and a little salad. Looks delicious. Yarman got the creme brulee French toast. That looks so good. Little fit check. Love these pants. They're from an online boutique, I can't remember. Old Navy square neck top. I'm so excited because this video is sponsored by Lowe's. So shout out to them. We're a huge fan. So I mean, at least they go there all the time, so it makes sense. But I hope she genuinely wants to start this garden, and this isn't just because it's trendy, because that will be incredibly sad. We are gonna get our spring on in this vlog, because you want to know what? It's a beautiful day. It's gonna be a beautiful weekend, and I just want to springify the home. Springify.
It's time.
And Lowe's has so many great spring deals right now, so let's go check it out. So as you guys know, I really am dying to start a garden. I've been talking about it for a while, and I feel like it's the perfect time to do it. Sadly, I feel like this is going to be another one of those projects that she does and then just kind of loses interest in. I hope not only for her sake, but for her kiddos' sake as well, because having fresh fruits and vegetables, fresh, even just fresh flowers, from your own garden is great. It helps boost your mental health and stuff like that. And then obviously consuming fresh vegetables and fruits is super great for you. And there's a huge sense of accomplishment and pride when you can harvest and eat the things you've grown yourself. I really just hope that she doesn't abandon this in a month, because gardening's a lot of work. It's very hard. But I'm happy to see something aside from shopping and eating. Like, I feel like maybe she's starting to listen to her people and actually, like, give it, like, just a little something, you know? When I saw her upload this, I was actually a little bit excited to watch this one because it's something different. Like, this is what the people have been asking for. Just do something else.
I want to get like a raised like garden bed to put on our back deck. Oh, I bet they have so many good flowers too. I don't know why all of this just makes me so happy. And it reminds me of when I was a kid and like every spring my mom would like get the yard all pretty. She's a big gardener and I'm feeling inspired now that I am a mom.
I mean, why did it take you being a mom to be inspired to want to like have a garden? Whatever gets you outside, honestly, because I feel like a lot of people struggle to get outside. But I don't feel like it had to be, oh, I'm a mom now I can start a garden. You could have started a garden at any time. You've had this house for how long? Like, you have a big, beautiful backyard. Utilize it. Like, do stuff like this. It's hard work, but it can be very rewarding. I think this will be really great for her.
Ooh, this is nice to put along like our porch, like the back deck little walls. I love that. So these are cool. Flowers, herbs. I'm definitely gonna get some seeds, vegetable seeds. So what I'm most excited for is growing our own vegetables. I'm gonna start small because I'm a little bit new to this.
And that is the exact mindset you should go into it. I'm glad she's like actually going into this with an open mind and realizing that she doesn't know everything about everything and not trying to immediately give people advice. Hopefully that continues and she will just talk about her process doing stuff. But yeah, like I said, I'm excited for new content. I kind of hope that this is the way she's going to go with her channel, because it would be nice, you know, obviously you never want to see somebody fail. And I know, like, it's hard with Alex because sometimes the way she comes off, it's just like so snippy and snarky and just uncalled for. And so you almost like want her to not do well, but I feel like it's in our nature to want others to succeed. Like, especially when you've been watching someone for so long, you hope that they do well, you know. And now that she has a child and she's been, you know, dealing with health issues, you want them to do well. Like, and that's my thing. If she does well, then there's no reason for me to be here. There's no reason for me to critique her. Because if she's thriving and actually doing things like well, and there's no fails, there's nothing to critique, then why would reactors critique her? Why would you even waste the time? We critique her now because there's a plethora of things that she does. But all that to say, I'm really happy she's got some new content.
Yar eats a lot of tomato and we really like kale. So I'm thinking kale because I was talking to, you guys know, my best friend Lily. She's good at this stuff and she said that kale is a great like low space, like it grows up, not wide. But I like that on the back of each of these it says the depth that you need to plant it and the spacing that it will take up. Days to harvest, days to germ, and then it also says when to start planting, so I love that. So I think I'm gonna do kale. I need to look at the gardening beds first. Oh my gosh, why do I love this? Little bunny garden plush. Gotta get your citron on the candles.
If you have the space for it, I would just recommend planting the plant, because it keeps a lot more stuff away that way, and then you always have it on hand.
Ooh, what is this? Do I need this? Oh my god, I have a lot to learn, you guys. This is not gonna be perfect, but I am like very, very excited.
She probably needs to get like a farmer's almanac, because that is a pretty useful tool to have.
Just to like, I don't know, just to get started. I don't know why, I feel like I'm becoming more and more like my mom since I became a mom. Like, I never thought I'd want to garden. Oh my gosh, look at all these pretty outdoor furniture sets. Oh, I love, love. Oh my gosh. This is so nice, these gazebos. So pretty and with the little lights. Oh, it has a fan. Okay, I'm out in the gardening center now. Just looking at like the soil. They have pots. So many beautiful pots. I love these. Just soaking up all these beautiful flowers. Everything smells so good.
Okay, so one thing that I guess I'm quote unquote jealous of is like their ability, especially in the Northeast, to have like really beautiful flowers for a super, like they can grow such a variety of flowers. And when you get into the hotter months, especially here in Florida, flowers don't always do so well. Like there's some flowers that they just won't grow here. So I am very jealous that she gets all of those beautiful, beautiful flowers.
And while we're here, of course, Yar is looking at all of the fun house stuff. This is all his realm. But I think he's going to do some gardening on his end while I'm doing my gardening.
I'm not sure why you wouldn't garden together. I don't know. Seems weird. But maybe they just have like different... You know what I'm saying? Like she wants to grow more stuff for the house and maybe he wants to grow something else. Who cares?
Gonna mow the lawn and trim and all that because we're back to that time of year. One day we'll take on the shrubbery task of adding that around our fence, but I don't want to like overwhelm myself. Like as much as I want to just get all the flowers, I need to just start with my vegetable garden. Gosh, I just love hydrangeas. Got all this stuff for spring cleanup. Oh, this is very convenient. Leaf and lawn chute. All right, you guys, here is what we grabbed. High-rise elevated garden bed. I got some gardening gloves. Aren't these cute? And then got lots of soil. I got the organic raised bed soil, trusted brand. So yeah, so excited to get home and springify the house. And then spontaneous purchase, a hammock. Anderson loves to swing, so I think he would love to like lay in this with me. And I just love hammocks, and it's such a beautiful day. The weather's getting good. I think this is going to be so nice to have. I've been wanting a hammock for a while.
The only thing I will say is those raised beds are freaking expensive. Like, I mean, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, but they're freaking expensive. And I hope she did her research because like fertilizer, soil and stuff can get super expensive and you need more than just soil. Like you need a couple of other things to go in there. But yeah, I just hope she did her research and that like it's actually good and, you know, hopefully it has good reviews and people have had good luck with it. Because I've heard a lot of mixed things, especially about Miracle Grow, the brand. Like their soils, their different fertilizers and stuff, their, you know, grass stuff. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews, so hopefully that's a good one. And she, like I said, she actually did her research.
All right, we're home. I'm about to change into my gardening outfit. Yar's gonna do yard work, like I said, while I set up my garden. He's bringing everything to the porch for me. We're gonna try a new flavor of the Built Puff protein bars. I'm finally trying the mint chip. And I'm super excited. I ordered them off TikTok shop, so.
Mint chip is so polarizing. Like, let me know if you guys enjoy it. The jury's out for me. I don't know because a long time ago, I just gave up on it. It tastes to me like toothpaste and chocolate, which is very unpleasant. And I've never really tried it again. So, and I mean, not for nothing, I'm not like, you know, breaking down doors to try mint chocolate chip stuff. But yeah, curious to know, do you guys like mint chocolate chip or do you hate it?
Let's see if it's as good as the brownie batter. I feel like it's gonna be so good. So, I think, yeah, tastes like literally mint chocolate chip ice cream, which is like one of my favorites. All right, the clip has been activated into sport mode and my contacts were bothering me today. So, took them out, changed into some bike shorts and an oversized t-shirt so we can garden. You guys said you like these glasses. I guess it's a little better with makeup on, but...
Okay, but Alex, do you like them? Like, that's really the only thing that matters. It doesn't matter if other people like them on you or not. Do you like them? Do you feel comfortable with them? personally, I don't really care one way or the other. Like, I don't dislike them or like them. And I will say, I think they will suit her face better as she loses weight. And I think she'll end up liking them more as she slims down. But yeah, if you like them, then wear them. And who cares what anybody says?
And in that yard work, he has no idea I'm recording. Let's see how long it takes him. He has music in his headphones. He can't feel my presence.
I will say I don't really get why, like, he's wearing white shoes, she's wearing a white shirt. You guys are gonna go out and get dirty, and, like, especially grass stains and stuff has a tendency to not come out of white, and she already doesn't do good with getting stains out, so I would feel like that would be a thing for her, but, you know, whatever. Yeah, just wouldn't be me.
You can't feel my presence? Wow. This is kind of shocking. Let's see how long it takes. It's been 18 seconds. Hello? 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 There it is. I was just trying to see how long it would take for you to notice me.
Oh. How long has it been?
35 seconds.
Oh.
All right, you guys. Upon further research, it would appear tomatoes, they seem a little bit difficult. So, kale, on the other hand. Kale is looking very simple. We are in the correct planting time.
She looks so much like her mom here. Like, I've never thought that before, that her and her mom looked alike. But in this shot, she looks a lot like her mom. It's a little bit scary.
April to June. Days to germ, 8 to 12. Days to harvest, 65, so stand by. Depth, 1/4 inch. Spacing, 12 inches by 12 inches. So perhaps we'll just start with this. Sow in open ground, well exposed when soil is warm. Thin plants are a few inches tall. Pick early and often to encourage production. Well, it's not going in the open ground. Good to know that it says the soil should be warm. I will listen. So perhaps I'll build this. It is sunny. I'll get the soil in and let the soil really warm up first. But yeah, here is the high-rise elevated garden bed. Like I said, Yar is doing yard work. He's picking up sticks from the winter, then he's gonna mow, and he will assemble our hammock. My mom was watching Anderson earlier, and now he's napping. So we're gonna get all this done while he's asleep. But I'm really excited to see if he likes the hammock. I've got my gloves. Look how cute these are. I chose violence, choosing women's mediums, but hey, they fit. Just barely, but they fit. I mean, it literally says convenient patio gardening for vegetables, herbs, and flowers. Self-watering and easy assembly. Self-watering? How does that work? Oh, it has like a... Yeah? All right, easy assembly. So let's see here.
I also want to know about the self-watering because that seems interesting. Alex, if there are instructions, please read the instructions. Please, just read the instructions.
Gotta take this out. High-rise elevated garden. All right, you guys, let's set this up.
I'm not one to point out whether or not she's using filters. I try to, like, catch it if I can, but I can never really tell. Do you guys think she's using filters here or not?
Okay, you guys, that was very, very easy to assemble. So here are the cross brackets, the self-watering, and the tray. And we're ready. We're ready to put in our soil and let it warm up before we do our seeds. The moment I've been waiting for. I feel like these are my honorary new gardener gloves that welcome me to the gardening club. I hope this is the start of something new and exciting. I would love to garden with Anderson one day.
I think we all hope that. We all hope the best for you and your kid. Like, please, just let this be a healthier chapter. Let this be the start of you taking control of your health and getting on track and, like, legitimately doing it long term.
All right, let's get this soil in.
So it's just her putting the soil in, so I'm just gonna cut it out.
All right, the hammock is done. How was the setup? Was it easy?
5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Really, it was quick.
Amazing. I'll have all this stuff linked from Lowe's down below. But what do we say we test her out? It's nice. It's got like a little bit of cushion, a cute little pillow to go with it. There is no way to get on a hammock cutely, in my opinion.
Also, getting out of a hammock, I feel like everybody looks like a fool. Like, I've seen so many people get in and out of hammocks, and there's just no graceful way to do it.
I fell.
Oh, I could like sunbathe. Oh, this is nice. I'm relaxed. It's definitely an acorn. Also, Yar was down here building and I was up there doing the soil. And he's like, you're dropping dirt on my head. This is so nice. I love it. Okay, so I have this in the sun. It's gonna be really warm actually within the next week. So I might wait to plant the seeds till the soil's really warm. Please leave your tips and tricks below because I feel like I've researched so much and I'm just like still not 100% sure, but it gets a lot of sun in this spot on the deck, so I am hopeful. Welcome to being a new gardener. I literally bought 8 bags of potting soil and I used 1.
Yeah, but here's the thing. As it rains, as time goes on, the soil is gonna like deplete. Also, I would say maybe get like 2 or 3 more raised beds. And then that way you can, you know, at least use about 4 bags. And then you have 4 in reserve. And then you can have 4 different things planting or 8 different things as long as they can fit. But yeah, even though you bought a bunch of soil like that, don't panic. Keep the soil. Like, you'll need it eventually, especially if you continue to garden. Now, if this ends up being like every other project she's done, then yeah, take the soil back.
It's a learning curve. Judge me if you want, but they were a great price. Guys, literally, if you need anything for spring, they had so much cute stuff at Lowe's, great prices, so much variety. So thank you again to them for sponsoring this video. I will link what we bought down below if you want to start your own little garden, especially if you have like a small space. We can learn and do it together. A hammock perhaps, but so much good stuff there. It's funny because even since becoming like homeowners, we just like go and peruse Lowe's like all the time. It's actually very funny. So yeah, thank you again to them for sponsoring.
Yeah, see, in instances like this, like, it totally makes sense for her to take a sponsorship from Lowe's because we see them go there all the time. She was just there, like, not even that long ago. But yeah, we see them go there all the time. So it makes sense. We know that she actually goes to Lowe's and buys shit there. Whereas other sponsorships often don't make sense, or like she uses it one time and then never talks about it again, and it just seems super disingenuous, and I think that's what's turned a lot of people off from her. I'm just kind of chilling now until Anderson wakes up, and it's still like a beautiful afternoon. We might go for a family walk. I do need to make more of our healthy Snickers little dates, so I think maybe I'll whip those up now while I still have the time. All right, I'm gonna show you guys how I have like slightly modified our Snicker date recipe. So some organic medjool dates. These are so good. I love dates. Back when I worked on a farm long ago, that was when I first tried dates and they were just so good. And if you freeze dates, like you can do a lot with dates. If you freeze them, they have such like a caramely consistency and taste. They're like such a great little healthy snack. And then also I've known people who use them like in recipes and stuff too as sweeteners. They're great in smoothies. They're just like bomb.com. I think they're like high in fiber. Yeah, they've got some good fiber. I think they're super sugary though, so you should still probably limit them, especially if you're trying to cut sugar out of your diet.
Anyway, love them for the Snicker date recipe. So I have modified it a little bit since getting back on WW. So I'm going to show you guys how I make them now. So instead of peanut butter, I use PB Fit and I just mix it with water and it tastes just as good as peanut butter. And then I put a couple of little peanuts inside. Sometimes I'll do like chopped almonds, but literally just like, it's just to add like a little bit of a crunchy texture to it. And then the chocolate chips I have in here are the low sugar Lily's chocolate chips. So I'll show you guys how I make them.
Isn't that the stuff she usually uses in her Snicker date recipe? Like, unless she's gonna do something different, I feel like this isn't really a modification. But I will say, if you guys can check out If I can ever find the recipe again, I will post it somewhere. But if you guys can find a recipe for like the almond joy type of dates, it's so good.
If you've missed it, if you like Snickers, oh, Yara and I have one of these like every night. So I usually calculate a Snicker date to have between 2 and 3 points depending on how big they are, but it tastes like candy, nature's candy. So one thing I've really found is that if you do your dates, like the setup of it first, where, okay, and side note also, I'm all over the place, don't buy them pre-pitted. I've done that before. They have a way better consistency if you buy them still with the pit inside. They're way more tender. They kind of dry out, I feel like, when they're pitted. So I just cut it, open it up, and remove the pit. And then I'm gonna lay them all out on a parchment piece of paper on a baking sheet. And I like to fill them with the PB Fit, a couple peanuts, close it up, then put them in the freezer. Let them get firm, because then they're way easier to dip into your melted chocolate, and then back in the freezer. Well, before you put them back in, a little bit of coarse sea salt, and just try it.
I feel like we've seen her make dates a bajillion times, so I don't feel the need to keep this in, but we will see if she says anything different.
Okay, now these are frozen. Makes it so much easier to dip into the chocolate. And I try to like scrape the excess off because I want it to last for every single one. And these do firm up kind of quickly, so I hit it with a sprinkle of sea salt. So good. Just whipped up some fresh broccoli puree for Anderson. We're gonna have dinner and put him to bed soon.
That's something else too I wanted to say. I don't think I've ever said anything about his feet. Like, I didn't know that this was a thing, that we're talking about his feet now.
I don't know, you guys, the glasses might be growing on me a little bit. You know why I like them? They don't hit my cheeks at all, and they don't have nose pads. Like, they're like small enough, but they're also not like too, like, I wish they were a little bit wider because I have a bigger face, but like, I don't hate the amount of width, all things considered. Anyway, late night sweet tooth. I made myself a little protein root beer float with a diet root beer, and then just a splash of the Core Power vanilla. Tastes literally like a root beer float, and if you get a little hungry before bed, it helps with that. But if you guys remember the American Eagle dresses, well, the one that I got when we went to the outlets, you guys liked how it looked, but I don't know, I already had returned it and I ordered the XXL because I felt like the XL was just like, I don't know, a little too tight. And I know I'm on a weight loss journey, but it just felt really uncomfortable, and I want to be able to like enjoy the dress this summer. And they were on sale. So I also got this blue stripe. Like, I ended up getting them for $40 each, which was really good because on the price tag, it was $65. So, all right. I love this dress though. I'm hopeful that this one will be good. Fingers crossed. Let's try it on before I take my makeup off and get into bed. Oh my gosh, it's so much better. Oh, it's so much, like, oh my God, it's kind of like way bigger than the extra large, but, oh, does it have pockets? Yes, I forgot it had pockets. Oh, it's so good. Hold on, let me get in the mirror.
I don't know, the straps look like they are just digging into her arms. Like, is that not uncomfortable for you? And why is it like that? Is it that it's too small, or is it just she needs a more supportive bra? Like, that's my thing. I don't know. I can't think of anything I wear that, like, if anything starts digging in, I'm like, nope, it's going back. Absolutely not.
So much better. I need to steam it or iron it. But like, oh my gosh, way more room, so much more comfortable.
This does look way better on her than that other white one that she showed that was clearly too tight. I don't know. It looks like it's a nice material. It looks like it fits her well, aside from, like I said, the arms look like they're digging in and look like it's uncomfortable. But aside from that, this actually looks like it fits her really well.
The other one was just way too tight, but this is so cute. Like this drop little V waist. I just feel like it's so flattering and pretty. Yay! And I love this blue one. Yeah, we're gonna be wearing this a lot this summer. Oh my gosh, I'm so in love with this dress. Okay, time. Oh, I hate when makeup gets on glasses. I don't know why, it just feels like so grimy. Time to get nice and fresh and clean. I am going to use my face mask again tonight, the Current Body face mask. I ended up looking up all these different like reviews of it, and it just looks like, I don't know, there were some really, really good results with it. It can also really help with like reducing redness, and you guys know I'm very naturally like red in the cheeks. And I mean, the results I saw for people, they have like a huge difference in firmness and like filling in fine lines. And I don't know, I think it just feels like nice to like take 10 minutes to feel like you're doing something good for you. You know, just a little me time, crawl into bed, put on your face mask. I put the eye inserts in mine from the beginning, but like seriously, not everyone does. Like you put the eye little inserts in if you are more sensitive to light, and I'm telling you, I took them out for a second because I was like, are these not supposed to be on? And it was way too bright. So if you have sensitive eyes, the inserts definitely help, but like it's bright. But it's only for 10 minutes anyway. But I'm gonna wash my face, and then without any other skincare on, I'm gonna put on my mask and chill out for 10 minutes and drink my drink. All right, let's fire this baby up. Oh yeah, I guess because I was looking into, I was just like curious because like once I start doing something I get all researchy. This is the version 2, so it has like the strap under the chin, so you get tightening under the chin as well, whereas the last one did not. So pretty cool, but I took my contacts out earlier, as you know, so I can't really see much. So maybe I'm gonna meditate. I need to get back into meditation. I was really on my meditation grind for a while. It's like, I don't want to make excuses because there's no excuses, but like being a busy mom trying to keep up with work, and I know I'm still lucky I have help, and you know, but it's just like you have to be a little bit more just intentional about making time for yourself. Like it's not just as natural as it is before kids, or just like as simple, like you just think of it more, but you know, not having as much free time. You just have to be very intentional about like making some time for yourself.
So what she's saying is absolutely true, right? But my thing is, she acts like she leads this extraordinarily busy life, and like she's doing everything on her own. And I'm just curious. Like, I don't, like every other reactor, and I'm sure everybody else, I don't think she has this extremely busy life that she likes to make us think. She has a ton of time to watch TV shows. She has a ton of time to just be online and scroll on the internet. And it's like, I can understand doing that from time to time. Like my husband and I, now that my daughter's older, we do try to make some time, like to at least watch a little show together, just so we have like a little bit of chill time. And I'm sorry, guys, I am going to start limiting me talking about my life and stuff for a multitude of reasons. I don't want to bore you guys, to be honest, and I have always felt that it was kind of boring. I do try to limit it. I have expressed myself a little bit more freely, but I think I will go ahead and rein that back since it seems to be such a big problem for other people, and it seems to be a point of contention, and I don't want us to lose the plot here, because all of my reactions, they're not about me. Okay, none of this is about me. And focusing on me is really not where I want this channel to go. Like, I just want this to be focused on Alex. You know, so focusing on me is not really the point of this channel. So I thought about that, and it's like, I do need to scale back how much I'm talking about myself, because this isn't like a vlog channel for me. This is a channel talking about Alex. So I am going to scale that back a bit. But the reason why in the past, and I've said this before, that I speak about things in my own life happening is because I want you guys to know where I'm coming from. Like, I'm not just dropping out of thin air these opinions and stuff, and I don't feel like I'm saying anything super, like, different, to be honest with you, than other reactors, because I do watch everybody. I think I do. I'm not sure, when I have the time. Like, I haven't had time lately, so I haven't gotten to watch a lot of people. But from what I can tell, like, when I have watched others, we kind of all think the same things as far as it comes to Alex. Like, some of us are more extreme than others. Some of us catch other things than others. It is what it is. But I feel like we're kind of all along the same lines as, like, the things that are irritating about her and, what have you. So I don't really think what I'm saying is super wild. Like I said, I've never and would never threaten her. I'm certainly not going to go to Rhode Island to try and find her. That's wild. I wouldn't even spend the time to try and find her when she's in Florida. Okay, it's not that deep. But I'm unhinged, guys. I'm unhinged. So anyway, all that to say, I don't know if she really leads this extremely busy life like she likes to make it out. And I feel like she kind of prioritizes the wrong things. And that's like it. So it makes her feel like she's more busy. But she does, honestly, every mom needs to have their own time. You need to make sure you're taking care of yourself as well, so that you can take care of your family. And, if she's going to be the breadwinner of the family, she should take time to take care of herself so that she can do all the other things that she's expected to do, that she's needed to do, whatever. And if you want to think that that's me pushing gender ideals, then so be it. That's whatever. I just feel like you know what? I'm not even going to go into it. But yeah, she should absolutely take care of herself. Absolutely. If she can't take care of herself, then she can't take care of her kid. And she should be taking care of her child. Period. So what she's saying here is absolutely true. You definitely need to make time for yourself. And when you have a kid, it is harder to want to prioritize yourself, because you do want to put your child first and prioritize your kid's needs and all of that stuff.
To, the little things like meditating to take care of yourself. So I should get back into meditating. I really should. If you ever want to get into it, I really liked Headspace. It was a really great way. Actually, that really set the foundation for me learning how to meditate. Like, it really, like, just taught me how to, like, the biggest thing I learned from that was letting your thoughts flow by like clouds, and you just acknowledge them and let them pass by. You just acknowledge a thought if it comes into your head, but then release it. Like, you don't hyperfixate on it. You don't freak out about it. You just let it flow.
I will say Headspace is a really great app, and I like the one guy's voice. There's a couple of different, like, I guess you'd call them narrators. I don't know what you would call them, on there, but I really like the original guy's voice. Like, he's great. A lot of the meditation sequences are great. Like, she's absolutely right. It's a great tool. There is another one, and I can't think of what it is, but I'm sure if you type in Headspace, it will also come up, that I also liked. And that does, I haven't used Headspace in a while because I was using this other app, but they do like the square breathing, and they have all kinds of different breathing techniques. There's also a lot of stuff to help you wind down, similar to Headspace as well. But yeah, they're both actually really great apps for meditation, especially if you struggled like to fall asleep. They're both great.
And that's helped a lot with like my anxiety too. But anyway, food for thought. But this is what I'm going to be doing. And then probably just watch a little TV, but I'm tired. I'm tired from our springifying today, but I hope you guys had fun springifying with us. Let us know, what do you do to springify? Are you gonna get some flowers? Gonna put up a fresh wreath? Like, are you doing yard work? What's your favorite way to get springy? And thank you again to Lowe's for sponsoring this video. Check them out. Check out the products down below that we bought today. And I'll catch you guys again in a few days. Bye.
So what do we think? Do we think it's going to be a long-term venture, or it's going to be a short-lived project? I hope it's not just a one-off. Like, I hope this is something she's going to keep up with, but at the same time, it is Alex, so what can we do? I think that's pretty much it for this one. So really the reaction is over. I just had a few other things, like I just kind of wanted to summarize and sum up and kind of like let you guys know. So the videos are probably, like, usually I try to get to her videos as quickly as I can, time willing, obviously, and making sure that I have the time to do it in my schedule. But things being what they are, because what I won't do is allow someone else to talk about my child who I don't put on the internet in any capacity aside from hearing her little laughs in the background. So that's going to stop, because apparently even that is too much for her being online to invite others to discuss my child. I don't monetize my child. I don't use my child for views. I don't use pictures of her for views. I don't use her likeness for views. I don't use her voice for views. So I think it's really interesting to try and compare me and a known bottle propper and somebody who's constantly going back on her own word to say that we're doing anything similar. But, people are who they are, so changes will be made. So I'm going to just have to do them in the evenings, either after she's gone to bed or when I have some time and, we're quiet and I can step away, because I do care for my child the entire day. I am a stay-at-home mom, like I've said before. So, yep, that's going to change. And then I am going to scale back how much I talk about my personal life. The only reason why obviously a lot of you guys have said that you enjoy me talking about my life and getting to know me and stuff. And I hate to take that away, because I love chatting with you guys and I love at least having some sort of little community here. But I don't want to lose the plot, right? This channel isn't about me. It's about Alex. It's focused on Alex. Focusing on me, not important. So I just want to scale back as much as possible. I do try to include things just so it kind of makes sense where I'm coming from, so you don't aren't questioning why I have this opinion. But where I can, I'm just going to not talk about things, because there's just people that take things out of context. They just take stuff and run with it. And I am not one to love to explain myself over and over and over again, or really at all. It's kind of if you don't get it, you don't get it. It is what it is. So to avoid me having to constantly either explain myself to people who really don't care to understand anyway, I can just not talk about it. It is what it is. It's the internet. You have to be prepared for these people, and I knew they were going to come eventually. I didn't think it would be now. I'm a nobody. Whose radar am I on for people to be this upset? But hey, it comes to the territory. So it is what it is, unfortunately. But I will, like I said, as long as it remains fun to do these videos, I will still do them. And when it's not fun anymore, I won't do them anymore. I'll let you guys know that it's I'm not having a good time anymore. Either it's too much drama or I don't have time to do it. Summer is steadily approaching. I'm probably not going to have a ton of time. During the holidays, definitely not going to have time. So it is what it is. I don't make money off of this. I never expected anyone to subscribe. So this is like a total shock to me in any rate that anyone is here listening to my little ramblings, to anything really, because I don't even think I'm that funny. I'm very sarcastic, but I don't think I'm very funny. So yeah, I just thought I would update you guys on that. Since the timing of videos will probably be a little bit different, because I usually, like I said, I usually try to get to them as soon as I can, time willing, but they'll probably just go up the next day from now on. But yeah, so I hope you guys can all understand that and understand why I'm making the changes I'm making. And hopefully you'll still keep watching. And if not, I completely understand. Please go, watch and support other reactors. There are a lot of great reactors out there. But yeah, I don't really have much else to say. So that's going to do it for me tonight, guys. If you've made it this far, put a sun emoji. I don't know if I said that already or not. But I will see you guys in the next reaction coming very soon.